Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? ThaBoxingvoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Daniel.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All them beautiful kids is here.
We turning TBV into the Hot 97 of boxing.
Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling up. Chicago, we in here.
Bang, bang.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Yes, for anyone joining us on YouTube, we did receive a copyright strike yesterday during our live watch party. Some of the pay-per-view audio bled into the live YouTube stream, causing them to give us a copyright strike. Hopefully, we can get this matter resolved and be back on our channel streaming live every day. Until then, we will most certainly be streaming right here at youtube.com/Nestor Gibbs, NESTORGIBBS. This is my personal channel. I was doing something else here that ended up never fully, a project I never finished. Essentially, we'll use it as a backup channel for now and go live here every day. So expect us live tomorrow right here on this channel at 6 a.m. and then once again at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, respectfully 9 a.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Eastern every day. So nothing's going to change. If you're an iTunes listener, nothing changes. iHeart, if you're a podcast listener, nothing at all changes. This is for the YouTube live engagement, which we do have a lot of. So I do appreciate everybody that's migrated over and everyone that's been reaching out. A lot of people thought I was ducking, man. A lot of people thought I was ducking because of what took place. But that's not the case. I'll tell you, I didn't get to enjoy the fight the way that I wanted to due to the technical difficulties. Once, look, it's a professional studio. What took place shouldn't have took place. The only person that suffers is myself. I lost all my chi. I was in a corner somewhere, licking my wounds and crying because I knew it. Once I started getting messages that the pay-per-view audio was being bled, I jumped off the couch, ran over there. I'm letting them know. They're like, no, we got it. And I'm like, bro, you're going to get me flagged? Sure enough, fucking channel got shut down. But outside of that, we're here to discuss a very big pay-per-view fight that took place last night. And it was a fantastic fight. It was a magnificent crowd, 20,000 people in attendance, Floyd Mayweather in attendance, and Tank closed the show like he normally does, man. You know, you can't take much away from this young man. Fight, he knows how to do. That's what he knows how to do is fight. But he's become a villain without a doubt, in my opinion. I heard the post-fight. We'll get to that later. Talking about the actual fight, there isn't much I can say. You know, he performed beautifully. You can tell that he worked on avoiding that left hook, and that's why we've seen him ducking so much. And, you know, he countered beautifully. I mean, typical Tank. The difference, I guess, is that we've seen it on a higher level. For some, you know, you needed to see this versus a Garcia, someone with punching power and speed. You needed to see Tank take a couple of those hooks on the top of the head to show you that, you know, he can take a punch. I think that the performance proves a lot. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with. You know, he continues to stop his opponents, something that, you know, it's just not common in boxing. Eventually, those knockouts dissipate, and it just doesn't with Tank. You know what I mean? He's giving you the Deontay Wilder vibes, except the man has tremendous skill, right? So it's pretty, you know, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Unfortunate for Ryan, you know, he, on the other hand, you know, he's on the back half of this. He didn't have such a good performance. He was looking for the hook a lot, and his aggression cost him. He feels he needed to be more aggressive. I don't know. Tank is a deadly counterpuncher. So I'm just not sure that aggression is going to work as much as, you know, trying to maybe outbox him, you know, because you have to admit Ryan was coming forward. You know, he was seeking and trying to hunt Tank. Tank was using the ring. He was using his legs. But he was there to set Ryan up. And again, you can tell that they worked on that because he barely threw the jab. It was more of a rangefinder. He would just kind of put it on Ryan's arm, you know, or his glove, or the, you know, the forearm or the head, and just lean it there, and then boom, you know, he would counter with the opposite hand. It was just a range finder. He was trying to find his range where Ryan was, and yeah, man, it's just a great performance. There's not much that you can take away from that outside of him doing exactly what he needed to do on the highest level. So we are going to have to ask the question, right? Let's go ahead and get to the actual YouTube video where you should be hitting the thumbs up today, and at least for this rest of this week, hitting the thumbs up is more important than it's ever been. Because obviously we need to get the word out there that we're on another YouTube channel at the moment due to a copyright strike, which is crazy, you know? All we do for this sport, and they out here copyright striking us. They terrible. But, all right, I think my poll is going to be Tank's question. Is Gervonta Tank Davis the new face of boxing? And he said, "Abso-fucking-lutely," right? That's what he said. So we'll put that and see what you guys think. And then we'll put obviously no, Canelo still the face. Then put no, Floyd still the face to me. And then there is no face of boxing. We'll go with that. And we're ready to open up the phone lines. I will say this for all my betting members. I just want to go ahead and once again pat myself on the back. You should have made a lot of money because you know that I don't bet a lot of money. But this week, I did bet a lot of money, and I showed you I was going to bet a lot of money. And the only fight I bet a lot of money on is the only fight that I won. But guess what? That's all that fucking matters because it's the only one I bet a lot of money on. So shout out to Trav FDY. We was on the same page. We bet the over on the Rosado fight. Shout out to the bookies for disrespecting the Philly legend, thinking he couldn't make it over 5.5. I tell you, if I would have had bigger balls like my man Trav that fucking bet 2,000 on 2 different websites, you know, he's crazy, bro. He's already made, like, in the last 3 weeks, like 14 grand, you know. Remember, I told y'all he won like 6, then another 5. Now, yesterday was like another 2 and 3 on 2 different sites. Dude's killing it. Killing it. And that's because he got the cojones. So his cojones rubbed off on me, and I 10x'd. I probably went 1,000 times my normal amount of betting. But again, my members and my Patreons, you seen it, and hopefully you believed in me. I know that we all know I'm biased with Gabe, but that's why I didn't pick him to win. That's why I didn't care who won. I just knew that he's too durable. If Melakuliev or Johnny Beck, whatever the fuck his name is Beck the Bully. If Beck the Bully went the decision with 2 other dudes not named Gabe, please, we knew he was going to decision, and I hope that you listened to me and you made that money. But if you didn't, let this be your infomercial to sign up to the YouTube members to get the betting show this week and make some money because you played yourself. You feel me? You played yourself. But we're going to go to the callers after a quick message. Don't forget to check out our lead sponsor, Kenichi Bear. They're still giving out 25% due to the Tank fight. Remember, Tank has a set of those black Kenichi Bear headphones that only Tank has. Shout out to Kenichi Bear for getting a set of those in the hands of Tank, and Tank wearing those to the actual, Keller Plant, Jose Benavidez fight. But you can get your own right now using the link. You usually get about 15% off. Right now, we're doing 25% off because of the Tank fight. I know that link says 15, but actually, let me get the right one. It's still the right one. The link is coded. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and support our main sponsor to make sure these lights stay on, head on over to Kenichi Bear over at www.kenichibear.com. That's KENICHIBEAR. Once again, shout out Kenichi Bear. Also, want to give a quick shout out before we open up the show to our sponsor, Hardin. Thank you so much. They sent over 55 goodie bags, man. You had in your goodie bag, you had some bud, obviously, that were edibles. There were pre-rolls, Hardin hats. You got this beautiful, look, I even got to keep one, this beautiful metal card, right? It's not a card because obviously it doesn't bend. It's metal. This is actually a cheese grater style grinder at the bottom, but I actually use this to, as a shovel, kind of like a pusher into my cone. Right, here's my cone, and you go like that, and then it drops into your cone. Shout out to Hardin, because what I was using before this, I was using my expired medical card, which was, I just threw it out. It's all it's all full of, grime and THCs, just no bueno. Your fingers get dirty, but this being metal, no residue, perfect. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Hardin. We appreciate you. 55 goodie bags. So even though the YouTube channel got flagged, the watch party was still a success, complete sellout, fantastic event, tons of pictures we took. We will have also a post-fight, post-show recap video, courtesy of our very own Malik. So shout out Malik. Shout out Johnny Rice came through. So many people came through. Coach Rodney came through. We had a lot of people come through. We had a good time. No issues with the smoking. I'm definitely using that venue again in the future. I think we could definitely do more than 40. Without a doubt, we had plenty of room to add more chairs if we wanted to do more than 40. I think anybody that went was happy. We gave away a bunch of shirts. Oh, Lord. We gave away a bunch of shirts. Shout out to Boxing Fan Apparel .store. Subscribe to Boxing Fan Apparel .store. He gave away about, 24 shirts yesterday. Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis shirts. And we appreciate Boxing Fan Apparel .store for coming through for TBV's watch party and being able to offer our guests some goodies, man. And we were happy we were able to do that. And I really, really do look forward to doing it again, man, because it didn't go exactly as I planned. And we'll wait for tomorrow to do a review, tell you all about it with Danny here. But I'll tell you, it went well enough to know that we should do it again. And the original thought was to do a 3-city press tour starting here in Vegas. I think we should continue. I think we should find out what would be the next city and kind of map it out and do it. I had a lot of fun up until, the stream got flagged. We were drinking. I don't normally drink, so I was definitely feeling right. Everybody was smoking. Plus, like I said, Hardin gave out 55 goodie bags. So we were doing our thing and very happy with the turnout of the event. Very happy you guys sold it out. We had so many people hitting us up asking, if we were sold out and can they get in. Man, so many fighters, too, towards the end needed access, and, it was just too late. But shout out to Brian Pauling with a Cash App, $5. He says, get back soon, champ, B. Paulie. Shout out B. Paulie in Michigan. Thank you for the super chat. Nah, man, we will be back. We'll be back. Listen, it's growing pains, growing pains. It just sucks because this is kind of a reoccurring thing. I guess this is considered the second quarter now because we are in April, end of it. So not exactly how it went down last year, but last year we had a first quarter flag. And it kills the momentum of the channel. No, right now we were doing about 20,000 views per episode, and now you bring that to a halt. You kill that momentum, and then, you have to start all over. But, I'm an old head. I come from that generation of the little engine that could. So I definitely think I can. I definitely think I can. I definitely think I can. So I'm going to open up these phone lines. You can call in 1-425-569-5241 is the number above my head to call. You could also use Twitter and Discord to call in as well. We're going out to long-time listener, Santana, what it do?
It was a great fight last night. I knew Tank was gonna win. I felt Ryan. He wasn't. He didn't have the resume. He wasn't proven to me. And it showed last night, like the immaturity. Like he came in with the wrong game plan. Like why are you trying to fight on the inside? You got the reach. You need to be boxing from the outside. He should have been like studying Amir Khan more. How Amir Khan used to throw flurries and stay on the outside, use his range. You know, you trying to, and then Tank. He's very calculated. Like he doesn't waste any punches. He would just and some boxers when they fight Tank, they get I think they forget how he's a power puncher because he fights on the back foot. Normally a power puncher, they come forward, but he's trying to bait you in. And once I saw Ryan chasing him around the ring, trying to rough him up and on the inside, I knew he was going to knock him out. It was just a matter of time. And I would like to see Tank. Of course, if Haney could get past Lomachenko, I would love to see that fight. I think that's the next big fight. It makes sense more than Shakur Stevenson because it's for all the belts, and they're both in the same weight class. I feel like there's really no one else that would, coming off a big fight like this, only thing you could, it might not top it, but it's a big fight with Devin Haney. So that makes more sense. And then, for Ryan, I don't know. Just go back to the drawing board and learn from this, That's all I got.
Santana, man, appreciate you calling in. We're going to keep the...
Also, I do believe Ryan quit. I feel like he was hurt from the body shot, but I feel like he can get up. But he knew what was coming, so he quit.
Well, all right, champ. All right. Appreciate you. That's the first person to ask for Haney next. We'll see how that works out, right? Because I've already seen, the post-fight where, and I'm trying to find that audio because I don't want to put any words in Tank's mouth because I know how you guys do. I'm already labeled a Tank hater because of the buildup of this fight. And I'll probably, go down as a hater for some time because, again, of his energy. His energy is totally different. What's unfortunate is that his energy is different, but his skill is the same, right? Like, if you were expecting for him to fight different due to his energy that he had towards Ryan, then, we were wrong. I thought the nervous energy was going to mean a different Gervonta Davis in the ring, and in fact it didn't. It just meant a more poised, a more focused Gervonta Davis, right? And, it was still the same result, which I could say this now. Right? And it was plus 1,400. I literally told y'all, bet $10. Obviously, that's what I was going to bet. Respectfully, you bet what you want. But it didn't matter the number that you bet. It was set up in a way that regardless if you bet round 6 through 12, $100, $10, let's go with 100 because it sounds sexier, you would have made 1,400. So you would have lost 6, still made the balance, right? So, which is $800. I told y'all. I fucking told y'all. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all. That's all I can say. I gave you so many options to make money. big money and little money too. No bullshit. Big money and little money because you could have also I said back half like 7 through 12, but those paid less. I even even Danny was trying to do that. I'm like, nah, look, it's better if you do round by round because you covering the whole back half and you still getting more money per round. Like, had he done it in the 12th, you'd have made 2,800 in the 12th round. But we got a couple super chats here coming in on Cash App. Thank you for using Cash App over at $ The Boxing Voice, ThaBoxingvoice number 1, $2 Cash App from Bones13. He says, we still behind you, champ. Salute emoji, flex emoji, appreciate you. Thank you so much. We got Ahmad with the $5 Cash App. He says, Ness, you need to decentralize from YouTube. Yeah, I actually was looking into videos on Rumble and things like that. But you got to understand that no platform has the visibility of YouTube. So what I would need to do is like start on another platform simultaneously still being on YouTube because you still need that visibility. That's how people find you. It's just the biggest platform of its kind. So, it's going to put everybody in your face, so to speak, and, get it out there. But we're going to go back to these callers. We're going out to Discord. Big Gucci Nick, what's up?
What's up, man?
How are you, brother? How are you?
And I'm chilling, man. What a great night of boxing, man. Yeah, man, I saw that coming, man. Listen, Tank's that devastating puncher at 135, and I think as soon as he fights Devin Haney and gets all the belts, no one can say shit, man. Like,
You going? What's up, champ? You there or what? You busy or is it your stream? What's going on? Champ. All right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving. We going out to Jay Bizzle. Jay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, fellas?
I do, brother.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ness?
I do.
Oh, hello.
We hear you, brother.
Can't hear anything, Ness.
Yeah, we.
Hey, but if you guys can hear me, man, hey, I just want to speak on the IQ that Tank has, man, and a lot of people were like Ryan just was rushing in to get him right, but the thing was Tank was baiting him for that. He was letting him know or making him feel that he could be able to do that to him. The whole time he was just setting him up for that big play. See, that IQ plays a big part, man. And Ryan's IQ is just not there. It's just not there. And as far as for him against Haney and Shakur, them guys just not gonna be able to keep him off of him, man, because he's not even gonna respect their punching power. I just thank y'all for letting me call in.
All right.
Appreciate it.
I just don't get that. Like the Haneys and Shakurs don't need to worry about that because Tank isn't doing that. Like he's not walking you down, right? Like he's a calculated counterpuncher, like you said, and like others have been saying. So, when exactly is he gonna walk you down? He usually does that when he gets you hurt. But again, I could be wrong. We going out to Pop. What's up?
Yo.
We hear you.
Yo, bro, man. I think the fight was amazing, bro. I liked how Tank started off. Like to me, it was way more early. Like he started off in the second, really. Normally, he started off in like the middle rounds, either the fifth or the sixth. And like I think he like had it on his mind, like just to show everybody that was doubting him, because I don't think people ever doubted him this much. Like he was a favorite, don't get me wrong, but he ain't ever had this many people like against him type shit. But that was a great night of boxing, man.
Sure was, man. Sure was. What you want to see next from Tank
I want to see him in Dev.
specifically?
I want I want to see him and Dev. I really want to see him and Shakur, but I really want to see him and Dev because it's just been brewing on, and it got to like a real like a real bowling point type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the shit both sides say, and I want to see how they both come into the fight. You know what I'm saying? Being that is like so much tension.
Word.
That's it, bro. Appreciate you though, bro.
Appreciate you. We going out to Body Shot Murder. I guess this is a Tankamaniac.
It's Larry, yo. What's up, Ness?
Oh yeah, I was right.
Fuck out of here. Hey, yo, appreciate the show, man. Appreciate the resiliency, not letting that shit get you down, keeping this shit going.
Oh, I was
Yeah, I
down
ain't even call.
yesterday.
There you go. You said what, Ness?
Oh, I was down yesterday. They fucked up my fight night, bro. I was barely watching the fight.
Man,
Like I missed the fucking second round. I had to watch the replay knockdown because that shit happened. Like we went live obviously for the first round, and then everybody hitting me when the round over. Like, yo, we could hit a pay-per-view. So I'm over there arguing with them for the second round. Dude get a knockdown in the fucking second round. It was, but anyway, let me restart this. My
I know
bad.
that shit had you tight. I mean, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that was out of your control. But yeah, yo, I ain't even calling to brag or nothing, yo. Tank looked good. He looked like I was expecting him to. Shit. Hopefully we can get the Devin fight next. Devin take care of business. To answer the poll though, I don't believe that Tank is the face of boxing quite yet. He's definitely next up. If Canelo is the face now, then Tank is definitely up when Canelo leaves the sport. And lastly, it was a lot of conversation going on last night about people questioning whether Ryan quit or not. Like, what's your take on that?
Nah, man, you just gotta ask dudes, and they gonna get mad at you. Cause honestly, I used to get mad at people when they're like, "Yo, you box?" It's like, nah. So it's like, oh, your opinion don't count cause you ain't box. But in some cases, man, these dudes' opinion don't count. The motherfuckers ain't been hit with a body shot. They don't fucking know about a delayed reaction. You know what I'm saying? He caught him as he was throwing his own left hook, so it was right there, like right up under that breast, man, right up under your chest and shit. Like, bruh,
Yeah, he
I
couldn't
don't
brace
know.
for it.
I don't know, man. I see Mexicans coming at him, bro. Like this community I follow, I think it's called like Food Community.
Yo, what you think about Andy? What you think about Andy saying he should have risked his life more?
Yeah, no, I seen somebody else say that. I'm telling you, this Mexican Instagram I follow, I think it's called like Food Community. They had like some gangbanger talking about, oh, you shouldn't have went out like that. Mexicans don't take knees. They put clown emoji. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, bro.
Wow.
First of all, we talking about the Wilder of the lightweight division, and he got hit in the body, which is something that, it stops you from moving. If you've ever been hit with a body shot and it's hard enough for your air to escape you, what can you do? You can't move. Like, I get it. He could have stood up. He could have, because when the ref said 9-10, he
He got right up.
Yeah, he was standing like he stood in the embrace of the ref. That shit was a little weird. But it's still Tank hitting you to the body. If he knocks people out unconscious to the head, what is he doing to your body? A rib could be broke, or the very least, all that air escaped you. And what's the word? I've been trying to say it in my head over and over, but my pronunciation is horrible. But body shots are debilitating. Is that the word?
Yeah, that's the right word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
got it.
yo,
Debilitating.
you can't fucking move. Like, these dudes are wilding because, again, they never fought, man. They never fucking fought.
Word, shit. Yeah, that was my call, man. Appreciate the show. Like I said, shout out to the good brothers of the bad call. I'm out, man. Bill Haney.
I mean, we should be saying more, Tank, right? He the one got to actually fight uh, Dev, man. I'm trying to find it, man. They sent it to me all yesterday, and I don't know where it's at. But if you're listening to this, go ahead and DM it to me right now so we could go ahead and play it because I think Tank says something like, "Oh, he got May 20th to worry about. This is my night. I'm not talking about him." And then that's just a little weird because that's that ignore him shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, or ignore who he is. He don't exist. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna keep the calls moving until somebody sends it to me. I'm trying to find it in my DMs, but obviously I get hit up too much. Indiana, stand up. Khalid, what it do?
What up, bro?
How are you?
I'm doing well, brother. Man, great fight. I thought that Ryan, man, he fought small. I thought that he's supposed to, fight kind of long, utilize the jab more, kind of stay on the outside. I thought he just kind of fought, and he just looked kind of inexperienced. Like I heard Teddy Atlas say one time, he might be 2 fights away, and he did look 2 or 3 fights away. Like he probably should have maybe stepped up 2 or 3 more fighters and then went to Tank, but you don't just jump to Tank coming off of Fortuna. It's probably not what you want to do, but it's the money there, and we appreciate him taking on the challenge and going through all the rehydration causes and everything like that. We value his heart, but he did look like it was just levels to it. But yeah, I mean, as far as my man, like faking or quitting, nah. Like I'm with you, bro. Like I box. Nah, it's not like that, man. Once you get popped, it's hard to bounce up like that. And that's not a regular human being punching you in the stomach. That's a guy that trains to explode his body into throwing his hands and, like, crushing people's rib cages and faces. It's just different levels. So, nah, he ain't quit, bro. He got popped. I think Tank might be the nah, he not the face of boxing. Let everybody relax. But once my man leave Alvarez, then he got a chance. But I think he got to knock off a couple more people. He's definitely like the cash cow, and everybody got to go through him if they want to get paid. But as far as the face, nah, he probably got to knock off Devin or Shakur, Frank Martin. He kind of got to get that notch because people still. Because I was with some people last night, they were still on that, like, who has he fought? And I'm naming people, but they like, man, nah. So if he knock off a Devin, which I actually don't think he's going to fight him, only from this standpoint of that'll be 3 fights in the year, even though these fights were like relatively easy work. I don't think that he's going to want to do that. 3 fights in a year, he should, but I don't know if he's going to do that. So that's the only thing I'm going to say on that.
I mean, well, you got to remember, we don't know what's going to happen with his case, but
you're right.
Outside of that case, he could, if he don't get jail time, he could definitely fight 3 times. And I wouldn't be mad. I'm gonna be real. I won't say he's ducking Devin unless Devin beats Loma May 20th.
Right.
Tank don't gotta fight, and then Tank announced some Isaac Cruz or some Frank Martin. Then that's some ducking shit. But if Devin beats Loma on May 20th and he schedule another fight with Shakur or something like that, then Tank should do what he want.
You're right, I'm with that. Hey, yo, last thing, because I know I'm out. We still didn't get that Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford announcement, but yeah, so funny in the light. But yeah, I'm out, bro. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, man, we certainly did not, and it would be good. We got about 54 days before the actual June 17th.
$10 one, or you want to?
June. We got about 54 days to the actual June 17th date and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, unfortunate, the Espinoza and them couldn't get it together and get us an announcement, but hopefully it's coming, man. Hopefully it's coming. And we can get what we need. But I got the audio, a couple of them actually, that I want us to listen to. Some of these, honestly, these could be their own shows. But I'm not an MMA guy, so I'm not going to give McGregor an entire episode on his thoughts, even though his thoughts are very provocative and controversial.
He's 1-0 on you. These are the two biggest names in the division. I want to see it again. I want to see it again now, and I want to see it with no dehydration clause. Serious, because you know what I mean? But you are crafty too. You tried to take him with the lead hook. Mate, all the respect in the world to you. You're the future. You're the future of this game. And I'm watching you all the way. And I wish you all the best.
So we're going to let it play twice.
He's 1-0 on you. These are the two biggest names in the division. I want to see it again. I want to see it again now, and I want to see it with no dehydration clause. Serious, because you know what I mean? But you are crafty too. You tried to take him with the lead hook. Mate, all the respect in the world to you. You're the future. You're the future of this game.
See, so that could have been a show in its own. A crafty guy like myself would have labeled it something like McGregor gives Ryan Garcia an out, wants rematch at normal weight, right? And we knew that these excuses would come. This is exactly why people like myself that were real Tank fans, because you want real friends in your life to tell you certain things, not to be yes men. So, a real Tank fan didn't want the stipulations or tankulations so that he can get 100% credit. Fake Tank fans, more fanaticals, man fans, they ignored the, stipulations. But then this is what happens. McGregor is how big? Ryan got 1.7 million views on that. You know what I mean? So that diminishes your win. People talking about, oh, well, now I want to see it again at the other weight. I want to see it at the real weight. Oh, it was good, but imagine if he wasn't. And think about it again. If you didn't box, you didn't get trained by a trainer, you're not going to know. But, like, you're cutting weight, right? You're rehydrating. You're being restricted from rehydrating. That's why they went to the body. How many times do we see Tank go to the body? This is part of the game plan. You're making a dude struggle to make weight, so you attack that body. But, yeah, we're going to keep these phone lines moving. We're going out to Mixed Memorabilia on Twitter Spaces. What's up?
Hello.
Yo.
Yeah, hello, Ned.
Hey.
Yeah, good fight. I kind of, it kind of panned out the way I thought it would. I did say that the other day. I thought it would go that way. I think that, if there was any, initially I thought, like I said, round 11, but then when you put in all those clauses and that, it brings it down to what I said, round 8 or 9, but it was round 7. But yeah, I think it's the hunger in Tank Davis, the upbringing, and it reminds me a little bit, not in terms of the skill set. I'm not saying skill set, but in terms of the hunger, it reminds me of. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, it reminds me of a little bit of Pacquiao and Duran. That bit between the teeth, and I think it can still improve. So I think the next fight, I would like to see, for sure. It's 135. The lightweight division is a historically great division. I wouldn't mind seeing Devin Haney versus Tank Davis. And I think Tank Davis has room for improvement still in that fight.
All right, brother. Well, appreciate you calling in, voicing your opinion. Voice of the People hotline. Phone lines are open. Number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Smash the thumbs up button. We're going out to Kansas City. Matt Ben, what's up? You on a motorcycle, champ?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Nah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. I called into close because I bet around round 7 at I said it on the show, and I got
Yo,
that
I'm
money.
mad as hell, man. I bet round 8. He said fucking round 8. He didn't tell us round 7. He said round 8. Fucking jerk.
I said round 7. You like, but Tank said.
I know.
I don't know what Tank said. I know.
I'm
will
gonna
do.
believe Tank. He's the one doing it. I thought he was telling the fucking truth. I bet money on round 8, bro.
He usually picks it up around 5, and then he go for the kill. Anyway, but that's just luck, you know. You call it. It could happen. He could have knocked when he knocked him in round 2. He could have put him to sleep. So it would have been shit.
He took that shot well, bro. That second round knockdown, he took that well. I didn't see it live, but obviously I got to see the replay. He took that well.
Ryan, it was a flash. It was flush, but it was flash because he got right back up. What I'm saying is he landed a punch, and if Ryan didn't get up, then the round 7 bet would have been out the window. I bet Morrell first round knockout because this old dude, 37 years old, come on, man. That night was set up for guys to win, except for even Elijah. He messed up one of my parlays.
He fucked up my parlay. Bro, he fucked up my under parlay. I had an unders parlay. He's the only dude that ruined that. Fucking
yeah,
jerk.
He was I had a parlay with him and Milanecki, both for knockouts. And he fucked it up. I said, they threw, as you would say, they threw
Actually,
the
Tank fucked up my parlay, too, because he didn't go to under. That motherfucker did it in 7, not 7.5.
Well, I said 7, so I got that. So I called into close. And I bet all the favorites in the UK. I put $25 on all the favorites in the UK.
Excuse
and all
me,
of
I'm
them
at the
won.
over. My bad, the over for Tank.
And I cashed out on that. But you know, people are gonna call and say Haney has to fight Lomachenko. So I'm not Nostradamus or Nostradamus, so I don't call for fights unless they're available. You know, I'm a Tank fan. I like Tank. I like.
So you want him to go ahead and schedule a fight? You want him because Haney's busy, so you want Tank to do that?
No, not schedule a fight. I'm saying let's see what happens with Haney. I hate people like overlooking the other guy. Like after Haney take care of business, I'm like he has to fight first.
Yeah, but everybody was looking over Ryan. Everybody was looking over Ryan.
Well, because Ryan was not proven. His biggest win was Javier Fortuna, man. They drag Javier out of a bar in the Dominican Republic, man. He couldn't even make weight.
Come on, man. That's your time, Mad Ben. That's your time. Thank you for calling in.
Man.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you're watching this live on YouTube. It's going to help with the visibility of the show, especially right now. We need it more than ever. If you're listening to these words right now, let them hit you not only in your head but in your heart, because right now we need it more than ever since we got flagged. People don't even know where we are. I'm being DM and message left and right like, yo, I wanted to hear your post-fight thoughts. Where you at? Why you ducking? You ducking all that Tank hating you did. Now you don't want. It's like, bro, ain't nobody running from this smoke. Ain't nobody running from this smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm her. You feel me? But Discord is open for those that want to use that to call in. Twitter is open if you want to call in via Twitter. And we got the landline open if you want to do that. Kentrell, what it do?
Yo, what's up, Nick?
How are you?
I gotta give you my. I'm great. I got like to say.
Can you get off that Bluetooth right now, brother? Because you going in and out.
All right, is this better?
Yes.
I got a lot to say. I might have to send you a counter punch because I gotta talk my shit. But I felt like last night's fight was pointless. It didn't push the needle for Tank in any kind of way. Tank could never be the face of boxing. I don't think. At least right now, he like unproven out of everybody at 135 pounds. Teofimo, he became undisputed after he beat Loma, the guy that Tank was supposed to fight, but he was scared. Well, his hand, Floyd was scared for him. Shakur, he became undisputed at 126, I believe. Devin
Nah.
Haney became undisputed at
He ain't
130.
Shakur ain't undisputed. He never fought Gary Russell, and he ain't undisputed at 30. He never fought Cordina, and Tio didn't undispute. He never fought Devin. Slow
No, I think
down.
Tio unified.
Unified is a different word from undisputed. Slow down.
My bad. My bad. Well, Devin Haney, I just feel like everybody is just like outworking, like, or out achieving Tank. And how can
Yeah, but you the achievements you talking about are in the boxing Hall of Fame. No one is out. No one is out achieving Tank in success, in economics,
I don't agree.
in pay-per-view sales, in ticket sales, in concessions, in an event.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, and yeah, that's true. But at the end of the day, what I think is most important is accomplishment. Like, what have you done? Like, for example, Carissa Shields, I think she undisputed 3 different weight classes.
But she only sells 50,000 pay-per-views, if that. So you see the difference. It's like this generation, they like, man, fuck your belts. You know what I'm saying? I can't buy a car with your belts, and I can't feed my kid with your belts.
No. I don't agree with that. I think the belts let you know who is the man. And
I agree with you. I agree with you. But when you making the amount of money that Tank and Ryan made last night with no belt on the line in the weight that y'all created, do you really think he cares?
I mean, for a legacy purpose, he should. Because, like, my God, you're not relevant like that. When historic, how do you say the word? Go back and look at boxing. They're gonna be like, well, he sold the most pay-per-view. They're gonna be like, oh, look at Devin Haney. He became the number 1 guy at 135 pounds. There was no question about who is or who ain't the man. Devin Haney, he kind of solidified stuff.
I hear you, champ, but we gotta ask ourselves: May 20th, is Devin Haney gonna do A, 20,000 plus ticket sales? B, whatever these pay-per-view numbers come back to, because that is how you get Tank in the ring. Is be a commercial success. Why do you think Ryan got the fight? General Camino, what up?
Hey, what's good, Nas? What's up? What's up?
How are you, man?
Chilling, man. Honestly, bro, I can't complain. The fight last night, it was good. It was entertaining. I didn't buy it. Well, no, I did buy it. Me and a couple friends linked up and we split the cost. But yeah, the main event was good. I really didn't enjoy the undercard at all. I damn near fell asleep. But the main event was solid. I'll definitely tell you that. But there's a couple points that I want to touch on before my time run out. First point is, I don't know what Joe Goosen and Ryan worked on, but it doesn't look like they worked on much. And I figured that they didn't because I thought they was gassing it up a lot, and I was right. They didn't work on shit. I mean, Ryan went in there and threw, I think 3 hooks back to back and got sat down in the second round. So, that was kind of crazy for me to see. I was like kind of shocked that it came to life that they really didn't work on anything. I honestly couldn't believe it. What else? Tank, he is the face of boxing amongst casuals. I don't think Tank is the face of boxing amongst hardcore fans. Amongst hardcore fans, we consider Canelo the face of boxing based on his accomplishments. But the casual fan has no idea how boxing works, how the belts work, how weight classes work. So as far as the casual fan is concerned, Tank is the face of boxing right now. And another reason why that is true is because the former face of boxing is generally always around Tank on his big night. So, that right there proves it. Floyd was looked like Tank butt buddy last night, the way he was hanging around home. And I'm curious to know what his situation is with that. Is he signed to Mayweather Promotions? Is he on his own? Is it a partnership? But outside of that,
I mean, it look like he's on his own, but there's still some sort of mentorship there, friendship for sure. Tank Floyd was definitely excited when Tank was in that ring doing his thing and he got that knockdown.
Nah, you're right. What else I want to touch on? Tank. I think he can be beat by Shakur and Devin. I didn't like. I thought his IQ was on point last night, but I also thought Ryan had a very simple fighting style, and I also believe Ryan is very underdeveloped as a fighter, based off of his amateur career and all the fights that he's fought in. He should be further ahead in his skills, and it doesn't look like he's gotten to that point. And it's weird because if you go back to the interviews before the fight, Joe Goosen made a couple comments about his training with Ryan, and he said he didn't really have to add much into the training. He said Ryan comes with about 90 to 99% of what's needed in training. So he really doesn't have to add much, which I thought was very.
Champ, that's the bell. And today is crazy. Got to let everybody get a shot at the line. We going out to Joe, what up? Orange, Texas.
What up? What's up with it, Nez? How you doing, bro?
All good.
That's great. Hey, I hope you had a great weekend, bro. Hey, I enjoyed the fight, man. I really don't have no complaints. I can't blame Ryan for not getting up, man. And, a lot of cats ain't never been in the ring, whether it's sparring or in the actual fight. That body shot was nice, and if you if you catch a person just at the right time, man, and the right spot, is nothing you could do about it. And if you notice at that time, Ryan was even bleeding. I don't know if it was out his nose, out his mouth, but he even had spit coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So
he was wiping his nose when he was on that one knee.
Yeah, bro, exactly. That shot did a lot of damage to him. So I'm not mad at him. I'm not questioning his heart because from what I saw, as long as the fight lasted, he went in there with a fighter's mentality. He went in there to fight. I think that Tank had, like you said, I think he had a game plan the whole way. I think he followed it. If people pay attention, it was sometimes Tank would just get into his body with his footwork, just get into his body. He might not even throw a punch, but he'll go into a high guard and he'll be squatting, and he'll take a few steps just to get into his body, and he'll back out. And that happened quite a few times. And then, like you said, he was touching that midsection area, over and over again. So I just think at that time he was in there, he ducked. And he came up. He got in there. Great fight. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And as far as when it comes to Dev, I really don't even want to see Dev fight him because if we talking about the weight drain and all of this, man, I haven't seen a fighter that look as bad as Devin look. I'm not fighting, but I'm talking about cutting that weight that he's been cutting lately. Why put him in that situation if we complaining about the next fighter? You know what I mean? But that's all I had to say, Ness, man. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thank you, and I hope everybody follow the channel, the new channel for the time being, and get everything moving. And I'll do whatever I can on my end to make sure that happens. Be safe, bro. Have a good one.
Appreciate you, champ. Thank you for calling in. Let's see what we got. Discord open. Space is open. Two-Tone, the superstar. What up?
Yeah.
Yo.
What's good?
Man, Gervonta Tank Davis was sensational. Sensational. He gets full respect from Two-Tone, the superstar. I told you when I did my interview on the Boxing Voice, if he could beat Ryan Garcia, he has my full respect. He was better than Ryan Garcia in every facet of the game. I was disgusted, but I think that's just Ryan being 24 and inexperienced, that Ryan was not patient enough. In that second round, that was Ryan Garcia's best round, and he just wasn't patient enough. And Ryan Garcia in a press conference said that he got bored. He just started throwing them. You can't do that against Gervonta Tank Davis. The man is too smart. The man is cerebral. The man pays attention to detail. He knew when something was poking out of Ryan's glove. That's how much this man pays attention. This man is Gervonta at 135. He's about to be on a legendary run. I cannot see Devin the Dream Haney beating him. Shakur, it might be a toss-up, but fighters have to fight. Listen, boxing fans. I just can't go off you niggas chilling at the fucking truck stop or you niggas at the Wendy's. Fighters have to fight. So when they fight, then we can see, then we can judge from there. We can tell you what we think is going to happen, but these niggas must get into the ring and fight. Devin and Tank must get into the ring and fight. And Ness, where in the hell was this man's game plan? Was there a game plan? Did Ryan have a game plan at all? Was he not listening to Goosen? I was disgusted. I was disgusted thoroughly. And Ness, do you think Devin might, to make this a super fight, Devin might have to fight Isaac Cruz and a Rolly, then fight Gervonta to make this a super fight? Because I don't know if Devin's can cross over, because I predict that pay-per-view in Loma is going to be disgusting. The numbers.
Yeah, I mean, again, without the numbers, I don't know how Devin gets the fight.
Yeah, he might have to go a Rolly, then a Isaac Cruz, or even a Ryan before he could fight a Gervonta Tank Davis to make it a super fight. And for all y'all out there, yes, Gervonta Tank Davis is the face of boxing. There was mad people watching this fight that had no idea about Canelo. There's hip hop content creators that are being culture vultures right now on the sport of boxing, doing live shows right now to the youth. Gervonta Tank Davis is the face of boxing. That is a fact. Unless Canelo,
but I thought you
go
said
ahead
he
and fight
wasn't.
David.
I thought you said he couldn't cross over. So you saying he the face of boxing to the youth for the urban community?
No, I still don't. Even though you were right. Skip Bayless started live tweeting the fight. I got to give you that, Ness. Skip Bayless stopped watching LeBron and he started watching Gervonta Tank Davis. So I may be wrong in that regard. I may be wrong because the magnitude of that event last night, like the magnitude of it, that shit was bigger than boxing. And Benavidez, yeah, you might have to fight David Morrell next, respectfully. Don't go to Canelo. You got to finish that David Morrell work. All right, Ness, enjoy your Sunday, King.
All right, champ. Damn, Morrell get to skip the line. That's crazy. David been waiting all these years for the Plant fight and the Canelo fight. Now, that's the same thing y'all doing with Devin. It's like Devin been waiting all these years for that Tank fight. Now y'all talking about, nah, you got to handle that Shakur smoke. It's like, yo, how the line get longer for certain dudes and shorter for other dudes? Like, I don't get it, man. David Morrell line just got short in the eyes of the boxing fan, it's sounding like. But looks like we got some new callers here. Let me get to it. In the 319, we about to go to you. Oh, I done fucked that up. Yo, is that called dyslexic when you see shit that ain't there? Or numbers that ain't there? Excuse me. So actually that's in the 318. Okay, well you still a new caller. So we got that. New caller in the 318. Who's this?
I'm trying to see why your head so bald head, bro.
Cause I cut it. What's your name, brother?
Why your shit don't grow, bro?
It do. You ain't see me last week woofing? You there? Oh, that's it? Oh my God, that was a prank call? Why is my head so bald and why my hair don't grow? Jesus. Freeport. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. My man was a simpleton. Jesus, that's what he called in and said he probably cracking up on the other end right now. Like he dropped the phone and hung up. He's like, bro, how you, like you super extra whack, man. Sheesh, oh my God. Georgie, Boston, what's up?
Hey, yo, what's happening, people?
What's
Mr.
good?
Gibbs. Yo, baby, you sound kind of humble here, my nigga.
How do I sound humble? I picked Tank, and I bet Tank. And every time they asked me, I said Tank. Like,
yo,
what the
baby,
fuck?
I got no smoke for you, baby. It's so PC about everybody out there calling, talking about that this man is not a star. Numbers don't count? Fuck mathematics? Motherfucker, they're just minimizing these men's accomplishments. When you gonna give it up, haters? Stop it already. How many more? What? King Kong? Who we gotta fight? Godzilla now? The Ghost of Montezuma? Who the fuck he gotta fight next? Come on, man. Give this man his prop, bro. Listen, that shot, he would have fucked fucking Ryan Garcia up. Even he was like a $160 that night. Doggy was getting hurt. And the whole master plan that he didn't have, what fucking plan you gonna have when you get hit like that, bro? No fucking plan. Just Tank is just better. He's the better man. That's it, baby. You just gotta give it up to him. Fuck all this hate shit, man. Give it up to the dude. Celebrate his name. Shout out to Tank. Shout out to Ness. I think I'm fucking blocked, man. I'm blocked me from the motherfucking YouTube, bro.
Bro, you know what you did. What you do to get blocked? Because I ain't blocked
I
you.
didn't do shit. You ended up going to the UK and shit, so you having a catch up with your shit. I send you another DM, but
Send me a DM, man, with the URL, man.
I'm going to hit you up. Everybody support the channel. Donate. This is the voice of the people. Shout out to Tank. Celebrate that name. All caps.
Shout out from Georgie Porgy in Boston. We got Chad. What up?
Yes.
Chad.
You got me?
I got you.
Hey, man. How are you, dude?
Can't complain. And yourself?
I'm good. Look, I mean, 3-4 weeks of talking about this fight, and some of these guys, some of these people just still don't get it. You know, the fight last night was Tank showed us lots, and questions were answered. But for me, the biggest question that I thought was answered was Tank would have beat Ryan at 140. The last caller, he's right. But people calling in to tell Ness that he's getting humbled and all this, you guys weren't listening. You guys missed the whole fucking point. And the point is now there's an asterisk next to this fight where he could have got, where most of us Tank fans, before this fight was even planned, we would have told you, yeah, man, Tank will beat him at 140. Yes. And look at what happened. The skills were miles apart. Ryan was not ready. And I do believe that the stipulations played a small role, but skills were just on display. I mean, look at what Tank did to Ryan's jab. You know, Ryan came out that first round looking sharp, focused. The jab was on point. And Tank started just to block that lead hand and just working, man. And even on the back foot, inching back, he was in control. I mean, Tank is a great fighter. He's a gifted fighter. And to answer the last guy's question, what does he got to do? He's got to do what every other fighter's got to do. Fight the best in his division. Fight the best that's out there. Sit on top on the throne with his crown. So, yes, Haney is the next fight we want to see. It's not Shakur, you guys. Come on, get off it. There's lots of time for Shakur. Haney's going to be leaving the division. It's Tank. That's the fight. And I'll tell you something. I want to see Tank against elite footwork. That's the challenge I want to see for Tank because Ryan was awful. Awful. That second round knockdown, terrible, man. It's the same mistake he's made in all his fights. Plants his feet out of position, overswings, and then his head's like a big giant cobra bag. And look where Tank was, in perfect position. Bam. Yeah, man. I don't know. That's all I got, Ness. I'll let you go on to something else, man. Have a good night, bro.
All right, Chad. We appreciate you. Guys, just realized that my backup channel, because I deleted all the videos, doesn't have the necessary watch hours to get approved for monetization. So like it was monetized, and now because obviously I deleted those videos, it is not monetized. So you cannot send a super chat. So yes, you will have to use Cash App, The Boxing Voice, and or Cash App $ Nest GTO. So it's The Boxing Voice 1 or $Nest GTO. Now I do have a few couple hundred videos unlisted. I'm gonna try and relist them and see if that gives me the necessary time to get back to monetization, because I thought it was just having the certain amount of subs, but looks like you need a combination of things. That being said, phone line's still moving. We got callers on Discord looking like it is LV Slugger. What up? LV, what up? LV, going once, going once. JL, what up?
Ness, my man, how you doing? How you doing?
Cannot complain. In yourself?
Man, I'm great, man. First of all, man, I want to say thank you, man. We appreciate you for all the coverage, throughout this whole fight. It's definitely got a lot of us, days go by a lot better, faster, so we appreciate that. And we're here to support you still, still rocking out, whatever, even if it's not on the TBV channel, but thank you, man. And second of all, I'm kind of upset at these old Mexican heads, calling Ryan out, saying he should have never kneeled. He should have never took a knee. He should have kept fighting. He isn't, and the money isn't worth the pride and all this other shit. Like, it's obvious, that they're casuals, and two, it's obvious that they never ever, fought a day in their life. Because if they would have known something about hit in the liver, that obviously, no matter how hard you want to keep fighting, is gonna put you down. And they wouldn't even be able to fight for 1 3-minute round if they in their wildest dreams. So that kind of just pissed me off. So these old Mexican heads need to calm down with that. And I mean, as far as Ryan, he deserved, honestly, to get put out like that. Throwing the same left hook 3 times in a row is obviously the big ass no. Any trainer would tell you that. And he got too just happy offensively, and didn't look out for that counter, throwing that same punch 3 times. So props to Tank and to you for the betting show. I know a lot of people might have won a lot of money listening to you. So yeah, man. Thanks again for all the coverage, and we're here to support TBV all the way.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you.
Yep.
All right, that was Discord. We got Jack Napier. What up?
Am I coming through?
Yes, sir. Damn, you coming through crystal clear.
My bad. Oh, okay. Yo, what's up, Nash? So I made a prediction. My prediction was Ryan, unanimous decision. I thought he was going to just stay on the outside, jab him up, piece him up, and just win. Well, even if he would have got robbed, it would have still been a win in my eyes, But I think he just got too careless. Like I said, Tank was gonna just bait him in, play possum, and that's what he did. Second round, you saw Ryan. He kind of hurt Tank. He didn't hurt him. He caught him, and I guess he saw Tank lunging in and holding him, and he thought that was safe enough to just lunge in, and boom, he got caught. And from then on, that's it. He lost all his confidence. Just seeing him walk out in the ring walk, when I saw his spirit, I already knew, like, oh, he's nervous. The energy he had is different now. He gets, he's nervous. But what do you think about? I'm hearing people say Tank's the face. What do you think about Tank admitting out of his own mouth that Ryan is his best opponent?
I mean, it's not a big deal to me. I mean, we kind of knew that because of the power and the speed. Even though other people were more accomplished, Ryan brought certain attributes to the ring that Tank hadn't really been in there with at once. Like, yeah, Rolly brought power but not speed. Someone else may have brought speed but not power and size. Like, Ryan had that combination of everything.
So Benavidez Morrell, what's your pick?
I'm gonna go with the experience of Benavidez. They both the same age. I'm gonna go with Benavidez' experience, especially on the world stage. You know, Morrell hasn't been there. Undercards aren't the same as the main event. Being pulled in a million different places to do a million different interviews isn't the same as being an undercard fighter. I mean, you just said that right now, that Ryan, who's a super duper popular person, was caught up and looked nervous. So, you know, that's because he had never been on that big stage.
Facts. Well, I think they're gonna fight in September. Morrell just did an interview saying that he's gonna fight September with
Yeah,
Benavidez.
heavy rumors. There's been heavy rumors since before the Plant fight that there's already a contract signed for those two. So who knows? Maybe they don't plan on waiting for Canelo, which is obviously something that I've always told fighters: make your own lane. And that would be exactly what Benavidez and Morrell would be doing, continuing to fight in that division and, you know, not waiting for fucking Canelo.
Facts, facts. I got Benavidez beating all of them. Honestly, he's the best in 168, no doubt.
All right. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for calling in, my friend. Keep in mind, we do have to use Cash App because, you know, our YouTube here, the backup channel, doesn't have the necessary or meet the necessary requirements for monetization, which is pretty whack. And I figured it out. It's not because it didn't have videos. It's because it hasn't been active. You have to have the active, not only subscribers, but watch time as well. So we got a counterpunch from Joe. What's up?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm back. Hey, Ness, I just wanted to touch on it. Hey, bro, those boys brought him out last night, dog. Every little bar around here that was showing the fight, standing room only, bro. Like, it was money in the building all over the place. Is Tank the face of boxing? Man, he the closest thing to it other than Canelo. I'll say that. And it'll only show depending on who he fight next and if the pay-per-view numbers do as well. That's when I'll say he's the face of boxing. But I need more, just a little bit more from him to see what he produced when it comes to his superstardom. Also, a caller had mentioned about the Bud and Spence thing. Espinoza did touch up on it a little bit, and what he said was June 17th was never the date. I'm not sure if he was just saying that. I think it was a Fight Hype interview. So if you want to check those out, bro, you can. But it was a Fight Hype interview where he said 17th of June was never the date. So I just wanted to touch it up, and I'm gonna keep touching up as much as I can. You know, like I said, just to get you out there a little bit more on this channel right here. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. We got Supermax $5 Cash App. He sent it to $NESGTO. Remember, where the fuck is that coming from?
Yeah, I'm surprised you ain't hear Jarvis stomping up and down the thing, jumping in the air.
His super chat using Cash App, saving us that 30% Raping You Records. He says, what's up with that 10-10 score round, though? Yeah, man. I mean, we seen it in the Mayweather fight, bro, versus Canelo. You know, all that is real. You know, you have to factor in everything that takes place in these fights. But here's that Tank audio and visual on his Haney thoughts.
No, Ron, but he need to focus on May the 20th. We'll holler at him after. I don't really want to speak on him. This is my moment. No, Ron, but he need to focus on May the 20th. We'll holler at him after. I don't really want to speak on him. This is my moment.
So once again, avoiding the Devin Haney question. We're going out to Huntsville, Alabama. What up? James, talk to us.
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, Ness, man, I'm gonna keep it quick, man. Hey, man, we need to give Coach Calvin a whole lot of credit, man, for what he has done this year, man, with Tank, man. You know, beating Hector Garcia and now Ryan Garcia and everything with his coaching and showing how a lot of things that probably went on in training and everything Tank seemed very extremely disciplined on or whatnot. He definitely deserves to be Trainer of the Year. Also, David Morrell, man, he is not skipping the line, Ness, man. That's bullshit. He's actually been a champion for 2 years, something that David Benavidez hasn't done yet. So I mean, he's actually been the most stable champion besides the big name Canelo in the division. So why the fuck
That
not?
is skipping the line, though, James. He's skipping the line.
It's not skipping the line.
Bro, he fought Alantez Fox.
But so what, man? He's been the champion, though.
Who else he fought? Who else he fought?
Man, bro, he fought Alantez Fox,
skipping
Lennox
the line.
Allen, man. I mean, it's not
come
not
on,
great
man.
fights, but shit.
But champ, I'm just saying we got to keep the same energy. At least Shakur is a 2-division champ, unified Ring Magazine, and y'all putting pressure on Devin to fight him. You talking about a dude that won one fucking regular belt and fought who? Like, chill, man.
Bruh.
Like, I get it. That's your favorite fighter, but like,
It's not my favorite. It's not
realistic.
my favorite fighter, but
be
he's
realistic.
definitely the biggest. He's definitely the biggest threat in the division, man. But
bruh, how is he a threat?
Goes,
listen to me.
He's a threat, man.
Put it
Come
into
on, man. You can't lie.
perspective. Tank had 28 fights, and you talking about Ryan was his biggest threat. Morrell got 8 fights.
Yeah, he got the interim off his 3rd fight, man. That means he's really like that.
Who
and
the
they
fuck
really
he
believe
beat
in him,
for
man.
the interim champ? Knock it
Lennox,
off.
He beat Lennox Allen, man. That's who he beat for the interim.
And Lennox was 38. A Jamaican,
Come on, man.
38
If
that
niggas-
didn't have a consistent resume.
Bruh, that's what WBA thought it was fit for that fight to be made.
And
he signed the contract. It was what it was.
WBA also believes that Sergio Martinez deserved to be ranked where he's ranked in their ranking. So come on, don't do that. You're gonna look bad.
All right, Ness. You know what? I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna keep it going, man. Yo, besides that, man, what can actually make Tank the face of boxing? Actually doing what Earl Spence was supposed to do. I guess last year, I believe. Possibly get a catchweight fight with Manny Pacquiao. Well, I don't know why Manny Pacquiao is actually entertaining the fight with Conor Ben when after what he saw being in the building last night, the numbers that Ryan and Tank actually put up. He ain't gonna get killed, but shit, man, you telling me that he's not gonna make more money with Tank than Conor Ben?
I mean, that Tank fight and Pacquiao was never talked about, but that would be something beautiful for Tank. You imagine he goes there next? Oh Lord, they can't even hate on that.
And Ness, real quick, man, what's up with the bullshit IBF, man, having Maxie Hughes and Kambosos for a title eliminator and shit, man?
I mean,
what's up
because
with that,
1 and 2 is vacant. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Man, that's bullshit, man.
Nah,
Ain't nobody trying to see that. I think
Maxie Hughes was the former IBO champ. Maxie Hughes was rumored and mentioned by Bill Haney and Devin Haney to do a Oakland unification with Devin. Outside of that, he got an offer from Ryan and Golden Boy to fight Ryan. Outside of that, he's number 7 in the Ring magazine. Don't disrespect him, man. That dude is a blue-collar dude with losses like Tevin Farmer that worked his fucking way up. Don't hate him.
Jesus Christ. And Tevin Farmer thinks he's going to get in the ring with Joe Cordina. Either way it goes, man.
Cordina needs a name.
Nobody wants to see that shit.
Cordina needs
a name, man.
He needs a name. I checked his resume.
But he'll definitely beat Tevin. He'll definitely beat Tevin.
And that's fine, but he needs a name. He doesn't have anything on his resume. I checked his resume this weekend, and I said, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? I had to bet on the over. Shout out to Ness that always makes money.
I did as well.
You know what I'm saying? And
I did as well.
But
before you kick me off, man, did you talk about Gabe's retirement? And I'll leave
he
it at that,
retired?
man. Yeah, man, he announced it earlier today, man. And I'll catch you on the next one, man.
Shit.
I'll send you the link.
Damn, nah, bruh. I mean, we just made money off Gabe. We wasn't ready to retire. Straight up.
Yeah, man, he announced it earlier, man.
I wasn't ready for him to kick the can. Not yet.
Shit, man. My bad about breaking that news, man. But, yo, Ness, thanks for the show and everything. Keep the grind going, man.
You already know, man. Appreciate you. If you want to call in, the number to call, 1425-569-5241. Remember, due to a copyright strike, we are not on our Boxing Voice channel, so you cannot send us super chats. But guess what? That support is needed. That's how I eat. This is my job. Use $ the Boxing Voice 1 or Ness GTO. Actually, I think I have that video here somewhere, right? I stopped using that. Yeah, it's not dirt. Who we got next on the line? Yeah, because Cash App finally gave me my Nest GTO fucking Cash App back, bro. Having so many issues out in these streets, man. What we got on Discord? See what we got going on. One hand requested. LV Slugger trying you yet again.
TVV, how it sound?
Straight.
Yeah, man, nice night of boxing. Definitely enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? They did their part on bringing the guys out. You know, bringing the stars out. Not just that. You know, bringing the casual and the hardcore fans together. You know, like I said, just a good night of boxing. But to the fight, you know, I just think he had no business being there with Tank. I think you could tell by off the just off the IQ and just the skill set. You could just tell he had no business being in there with him right now. Tank just picked him off, man. From the second round on, he tried to get aggressive that second round, and it just bit him in the ass. And ever since then, it seemed like he was more gun shy rather than being aggressive. Because it just seemed like how quick they say that left hook is of his. That left hook is of Ryan. It just seemed like Ryan was timing. I mean, not Ryan, but Tank was timing it every time. It didn't even look as fast and quick as it did on his previous opponents, man. So, like I said, man, it just shows like the skill set, his levels. Ryan, hopefully he can, lead this new wave of fighters and show them, you can take a loss early and bounce back. You know what I'm saying? So, Tio doing what he did at such a young age, suffering his first loss. They definitely are, giving these younger guys, this younger generation, telling them, you can suffer a loss early and bounce back. So, let's see what he can do at 140. I want to see what his energy going to be as he's still going to be out here saying, the belts don't matter and stuff, because it just shows that it does matter, in order to fight the best. Yeah, in order to fight the best on each division, the champions. The champions. Y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the champions is the best at each division. So, it just shows, man, you do got to win a belt. I think Hector, even though they talk bad about the Hector Garcia win for Tank, because he's, a champion at 130, I think he gave us a better fight than what Ryan did. But, like I said, he is part of this younger generation. So, hopefully he can get these guys motivated and showing, let's dare to be great young rather than, waiting until we get older and building ourselves up. So, credit to both guys, bringing the guys out, bringing the superstars out, and just having a great night of boxing. But on the face of boxing thing, I think we got to wait on to see how them numbers look. If them numbers touching the M, that range when, his highs was like, about 250, 225, something like that. And, he's able to touch the M with these two guys getting together, especially in the era we in, with the streaming and stuff like that. Streaming and stuff like that, going on. So if these guys can get an M, I think he definitely can put them in that conversation in the space of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Bill.
Appreciate you calling in. We got Clemente says, that's on Oscar, Bernard, Joe Goosen abandoning Ryan. Shout out for the $5 Cash App. We appreciate you using Cash App to communicate with us. Right now, we're on the Nestor Gibbs channel. It's the backup channel. We suffered a copyright strike on our main channel, so there is no ability to do any super chats on the Nestor Gibbs channel, we're asking you to use the Cash App $ThaBoxingVoice. That's ThaBoxingVoice or $NESGTO. We actually have Damien with a $5 Cash App that says, just because, showing some support. Appreciate you, Damien. We're going to keep these phone lines moving. Remember the number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Don't take yourself out that line, because you're just going to be putting yourself in the back of the line. OC the Boss, Wisconsin, what up?
What up? What up? Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, Ryan was, man, hella inexperienced, man. I don't know. Well, let's take it back. Ness, you box, you train, just like I box, I train. And they motherfuckers saying that Ryan gave up. I don't think too much he gave up. I think that body shot, I think that liver shot hit him, right? And he was like, damn, if I get up, I'm going to have to protect that side. And I'm exposed, super exposed, and I don't think he wants to get knocked out like Santa Cruz, right? But he could have, because I got hit with that shot several times before, and I got up, but I had to protect that side, and it is hard to breathe. But after about 50 seconds, you okay. Just like 2 years ago, I got hit in the rib and had a bruised rib, and the wife just said, "Yeah, you was hurt for a month on that, man. I still got a knot on my rib right now to this day, right?" But anyway. I'm watching the fight, and I'm like, okay, Tank keeps stepping to his right side. For one, they right. Ryan was chasing him. He wasn't cutting off the ring. So every time Tank would go to the right, I'm like, why the fuck Ryan just don't cut the ring off, step to his right, but throw that right hook as he stepped to the right. He would have caught Tank. I'm a Tank fan, but, hey, I love boxing. You know, chess is chess, goddammit. So he could have stepped to the right and caught Tank every time, right? But he didn't. He would step to the right, but throw the left hand, throw the left hook. Like, what type of shit is that, bro? You fighting a southpaw, motherfucker. You all out, right? So I think, and then when Tank hit him in the second round and knocked him down, I think that just took all the energy out of Ryan. That just discouraged him because Ryan's shit was busted. He was just like, God damn, this motherfucker hit hard as a bitch. Okay, I don't think I want to deal with this shit. And what made me feel that way is because every time Tank would throw that hand, Ryan would shell up and turn around. You know how when you first started boxing, you scared to get hit, and that's what you do. You ball up and shell up and shit. That's what he kept doing. And I was like, yeah, he don't want to take that shit. He don't want to take that shit. Like, that shit is crazy, man. Yeah, and now he's talking about he going up to 140. What are he going to do at 140? To me right now, with his skill level, he is a B fighter. So he can't do nothing with Teofimo. If Devin go up to 140, he can't do nothing with Devin. He definitely can't do nothing with Regis. He definitely can't do nothing with Catterall. Who he gonna fight? He gotta fight motherfuckers lesser competition because he can't beat them dudes. What you think they gonna do to him? So yeah, Ryan got to regroup and get his shit together, man. And I don't know what's up with that amateur experience. It's like a caller said, man, he just super underdeveloped. Like, I don't know, man. Shit, he ain't trained. He ain't trained right. Like they said, Canelo said he was lazy, but yeah, I know that's my call. I'm gone. Holla at.
All right, Jaime Nieto, what's going on? He was live at the watch party. Shout out to Jaime. It was a pleasure meeting you, man. Thank you for coming out.
Yo, what up, Ness? What up?
Chilling.
Yeah, man. So real quick, man, we're trying to get this all out, man. I already said ahead of the fight, I was excited for it going in, but then all the weight clause bullshit, that kind of ruined it for me. Thank God for the fight party, man. It was dope. The only thing with the weight clauses is it's just like, where does it stop? And moving forward, how are we going to get a Devin fight or a Shakur fight? Because Devin's not going to accept no terms like that. And then it's weird because you got Ellaby already putting up a bunch of roadblocks, and it's weird to me that fans are calling in saying they don't want to see him fight Devin. So I'm a fan of Tank. I'm probably going to get called a hater, but it's got to stop somewhere, man. And I just want to see these dudes all start fighting each other, man. I'm a fan of whoever makes the big fights, and I like Dev. I like what Dev did. He kind of like went at Ryan on Twitter and took a shot at Tank with the the weight class shit. So, I mean, I did kind of like that. But overall, I mean, it was a good night. Had a blast. I will be cash-apping you, Mooney, for the fight shirt because on the way home, like I said, I paid it forward to somebody that was talking about the fight, and I just told them to subscribe to TVV. So, but overall, man, it was a good night. Enjoyed the event, and looking forward to the next one.
All right, brother. Appreciate you once again, man. Thank you for coming out to the fight party, man. It was a pleasure meeting you. Jaime is tall as fuck. If you think I'm tall, he's taller. This is Ryan's social media. This is his Instagram. This is 26 seconds ago. He posted on his story, and I quote, "Actually sad I had a mole in my camp." Put a rat emoji. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. But thank God it's brought to the light now. So, again, Tank and Ellerby giving Ryan the excuses for the rematch, but that works for them. That works for them. Economically, you've softened Ryan's failure, and it helps his fans to believe that he is still as good as they thought, which will get them to invest in the rematch. I mean, it's marketing genius, right? Like, people are gonna pay for a rematch. Not me, from a argument standpoint. Like from the sense of this conversation, I'm not paying, but we all know I'm fucking paying. If they make the rematch, I'm watching it. I buy all the pay-per-views. We know what it is. That being said, this is how you help that second fight actually happen because of that. Okay, OTKP said, bruh, nobody buying that. I don't know. We'll see what those pay-per-view numbers come back at. Yeah, we'll have to go from there. We're still taking callers. We got a whole bunch of them. Whole bunch. Info Joe, California, what up?
Yo, what up, Ness? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. First things first, shout out to the boxing guys. Shout out to TBV. Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear about your channel, brother. They need to be breaking you off a percentage, man, for your promotion of this fight, man. Not fucking with your channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the promotioner, man. The promotion of this fight was phenomenal. I was not hype about this fight. I expected to happen what happened. But the promotion of this fight, such as your channel, I think every fighter should go on Mike Tyson's show, Hot Boxing, to sell the fight as well. I got invested into it, but I expected to happen what happened. I picked Tank to knock Ryan out in the 8th round. Tank is the total package. He got power, IQ, he's fast, and he knows how to measure distance. I was shocked that Ryan came out guns blazing in that first round. I gave him that round, but first thing came to mind was Rolly. Same thing Rolly did, back him up into the corner and get fucking caught. But I gave him that round in the 6th round, man, and I always said at the beginning when this fight was made, man, that he should have took that tune-up, man. I don't know if that would have made a big difference, but I think he should have took that tune-up. It would have did him more of a service, man. But Tank is the truth. I think Haney should be next. If that should be next, man. If Haney gets through Loma, which I don't think it's going to be an easy task. As far as Gabe Rosado, man, salute to him. If he retired, man, he gave us a bunch of good fights. He ain't never ducked nobody. I think he made his contribution to the sport, and I think that is enough for him, Ness, man. He done took too many fucking brutal punches, man. As far as David Morrell, I think he is the truth. I would like to see him in a few more fights before we throw him in there with Benavidez, but that's my guy. I think he's the dark horse in the division and can potentially beat them all. But I would hope for him to have a couple of more fights. What else? That's it, man. Shout out to the boxing guys. Subscribe to this new channel and help Ness get back on his feet. He was there for us, so let's be there for him. And let's wait to see what's next, though. Peace.
Appreciate you, Joe. Ain't no show without info. Joe, we going out to the DC Sniper.
What's going on, man?
What up?
I was at the fight last night. I was looking for you. I seen your man last night. I was at the I seen him at the he was right there by some bar. I took a picture with the big ass WBC belt.
Okay.
For the George Foreman. Yeah, I was right. I thought you was right. I seen a dude that looked like you, right? So I'm calling myself creeping up on your man. Who's his name again? The other dude you be with? Forgot his name.
Danny?
Dude, yeah, Danny. I seen Danny yesterday. He gave me the WBC shirt and all that. I was at the fight though. I thought I was gonna see it, but he said y'all was gonna watch at the fight party.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I ran into him though. Good man, good dude, man. I'm still here now. I'm at the airport now.
Oh wow. Safe travels, champ.
Yeah, you see how? Yeah, man. DC to Vegas, man. Hey, look, last night was a fucking movie, man.
Word.
Yeah, so I enjoyed myself, man. Good night of boxing, but Ryan ain't, he want fundamentally sound. He can't do nothing but think. Rematch, no. Hell no. 140, he gonna get barbecued. It's levels to this game, man. Him moving up ain't gonna change nothing. But last night was a good night of boxing. I just had a talk with Coach Kenny. There's three people that they want to step up: Shakur, Devin, or Frank. I can see the DM right now. I'm the only two they want for their next fight. So what you think about that?
I'll take any of those fights, champ. Shakur and Devin. Those are the fights we want.
They just said this: Frank, Shakur, or Devin. That's what they want next. Who gonna step up? They just put it out there.
Who said that? Who said that?
Coach Kenny.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, we need to see Leonard or somebody like that say some shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah, I do, but it's to the point now where though they know that people don't want to see taking it with no more Migos. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, again, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. I hope that
I'm telling you, I've been pressing the issue for a while now. On that. I told him he can't fight Garcia and then another Garcia, then fuck around fight another. You know, you get what I'm trying to. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
He can't do it. He gotta fight. He gotta fight that fight. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta fight that fight. That's all. That's what I'm pushing for now. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing for that fight against another fella, against another African American. That's what I'm pushing for now. Because I never seen him in the ring with us. Never want to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't talking about no spawn matches. I'm not trying to hear about what happened in spawn. None of that shit. I'm trying to see under the bright lights when that press on your ass. But he gave me.
Champ, that is the bell. That is the bell, campeón. Y'all got to stop punching after the bell. That's the bell. Somebody else turn. DC Sniper. Checkmate Boxing. What up?
Yes, sir. I'm good. Ryan is what I said he was. I just think he's just not developed. He's not an elite fighter, and they put him in there too soon. People looked at this thing as hey, you know, they want to maximize the marketing dollars, the La Raza crowd, the Latino crowd, and you know what I mean, and try to build it. They wanted to force him into the face of boxing. It just wasn't going to happen, and it showed that he did not belong in the ring with Tank yesterday. And I want to give a shout out to Two-Tone and Joe Habib, both of those fellas. You know what I mean? They witnessed something and they changed their perspective based off the performance, and I appreciate that. And that's what boxing needs. People are married to their to opinion, you know, even regardless of the situation. If you know what I mean, but those two fellas say, hey, I saw this and I have a new assessment of it, and that's what it's about. We all should be able to grow with that. Tank, as far as the face of boxing, yes, Tank is the face of boxing. The people that come out for Tank, not coming out for Canelo, especially when he's fighting a John Ryder, especially when he's fighting Yilderman, especially when he's fighting all these people except the people that they want him to fight. When he fights a Benavidez, people will show up. When he fights a Charlo, people will show up. Okay? And I agree with you, Ness. I don't think Morrell deserves the opportunity right now. David Benavidez has been number one at 168. He's been waiting in the wings to get his shot at the title that he lost on the scales. And he needs that opportunity. If he fights Morrell, I just think that ruins this build-up because I just think he needs that opportunity to beat Canelo. Canelo has been hijacking these belts, putting them in his back pocket, prancing around like a show pony, but not producing. When I say producing, I mean high-level fights. You can't duck Andre for undisputed 160 and say you're the best when you only fought 2 fighters in 160 and ducked out. You never proved you were the best at 154 because you were already beat by Floyd and you ducked Andre and you ducked Charlo at 154 as well for unifications and also for mandatory there. So until he fights Benavidez, he'll never be proven that he's the 160. People can win undisputed, but if you're not fighting the best, it doesn't matter. Charles Martin had a belt. Different people have belts. The belts don't make the fighter. It's the fighter that makes the belts. And also one last thing, Ness, you play these clips, right? But you selective because I will send you a clip that shows Tank's words, that shows Devin words, that shows Bill Haney words, and you don't play them. But you'll comment on them. And so I don't understand that. That's kind of selective. I would love for you to play.
Brother, learn to shut up. Tank said yesterday he don't want to fight Devin. You still want to play old Tank clips, man. Shut up. What the fuck is wrong with you? They asked him yesterday. He said, I ain't worried about him. It's my moment. Jesse, what up?
What's up, Ness? I was just thinking, Tank, in order to be the top face of boxing, he needs to face those guys like Loma, Shakur, consecutive fights of being fighting the top fighters who are out there at 135, 140. And then I think Elijah Garcia should be facing a step-up fight. I think he should fight that Polish guy, the guy who fought in there, Fedor.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that one?
I mean, I don't want that. He already had 3 fights with people I never heard of. I mean, that would be a 3rd fight with someone I never heard of. Vidal, never heard of him. Yesterday, never heard of him. Now, the dude you talking about, never fucking heard of him. Like, put him in there with somebody we know.
You think he's ready for those big guys who have a name out there?
I mean, it don't have to be any killers. It could be an old killer, a Tevin Farmer in his division, a Gabe Rosado in his division. Put him in with some names, though. Let me see what he can do with some people with some actual skill and talent that's been proven.
So not maybe a Saluki?
Selecki, yeah, that's a good fight, I guess. Yeah. He's a common opponent with a lot of people.
So you want him to face like a slick fighter, someone who could do some boxing, right, then?
I mean, it don't got to be a slick fighter, just a dude with a name, bro. Somebody that, is tested and proven.
Oh, okay. And what about Floyd Schofield? So should he get another step up? I thought he was going to be
hell yeah. He need a name, too. He need a name. He ain't fought nobody yet. Mercado is the biggest name, and, that dude is, what it is. He's like a vet.
Yeah, and then Morrell Benavidez should be in September. That's what I think. I don't think Morrell should face anybody else. So I think it should happen. That's all I got, Ness. Thank you.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Let's see here. We got a Cash App from Numbers to cut that line.
Mic check.
1, 2,
man,
1, 2.
Let me get my crow, bro. I'm here to fucking own up to this shit, man. I had Garcia by KO, and I think, I think a caller said it best. Like, a lot of questions got answered. I think Garcia really fucked up in leaving the Reynoso camp, but, I think this, retirement mentality that I've been seeing online and just, with some fans, Garcia need to retire, I think that shit's so fucking backwards, let him learn, from his loss Let's see what he can come back and do. Maybe, yeah, he doesn't have a chin, but maybe he can refine them defensive skills, which would have benefited from having Reynoso as his trainer. Um, but it is what it is at this point. Like, I really don't. I would like to hear your opinion on whether Devin Haney can. Yeah, Devin Haney's gonna outbox Gervonta, but is he gonna be able to withstand that power? Like, I'm not so sure on that end either. Like, I don't see. Like, I thought Ryan would have had that standout performance. Have been like, okay, here's a power puncher with the boxing skill, and clearly we know he didn't have it. But there was something I was seeing in the fight yesterday where, like, in the first round, bro, Gervonta was hurt because he was like grappling, lunging, like he was trying to do an MMA takedown. Like, that shit was wild to me. Like, I think that was the first Davis fight where I seen he was like running away from the action. So,
I mean, it was a
like,
defensical tactic, like to grab. It stops the action, obviously.
right. So I mean, I want, like, I didn't see the punch that would have hurt him, to which would have led him to like, I didn't see a clean connection like on a hook or a jab where it's like, oh, Gervonta's like shaking or anything. But you see, that's the thing, Gervonta, he'll act wobbly, or he'll get punched, he'll take one to give one, and when he gives one, he really gives it. So, like, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, I never said I was the biggest Davis hater, right? I was just tired of the picking and choosing, the little micromanaging of opponents, and it is what it is. He's not the face of boxing. Stop it. Like, all that bullshit, bro. Like, that's such like a microscopic way to view the world and like just the boxing scene. You feel me? Like, face of boxing is Canelo, pure and simple. If he fights Charlo, if he fights fucking Boo Boo, if he whoever Benavidez, the whole world stops, bro. The face of boxing is who's running the sport. That's Canelo. Like, what'd you think of Oscar and B-Hop not being there, man? Like, I think they didn't want to like add fuel to the fire. It's like, all right, just let shit go, But I don't know. I don't know how Garcia says it. I'm out.
All right. I mean, I don't know what you mean. Do you mean the post fight? If so, maybe that was a Tank thing, since there was a little bit of animosity between Tank and Bernard. Maybe he didn't want them at the press conference. Could be a possibility, but I'm not sure. We got Ortiz. What's up?
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasones?
What's
¿Cómo
up,
está?
brother?
Yo, what's up? So, a couple things. I'm gonna try to be quick. I got a lot to say. In terms of his trainer, bro, I did not like Joe Goosen in the first place as Ryan's trainer. Um, Ryan was just relying on that left hook, bro. He could not throw that right for his life. Like, he didn't know how to set up that right hand. He did not know how to use it. I don't even know what the fuck they were working on, bro. Just Ryan, he needs that right hand. Like, he can't just rely on one left hook, like Tank said. Like, what has Joe Goosen has done lately? Has he, like, the last person that I know he's trained and kind of made it to the big leagues was Corrales, Casamayor, and that was like fucking 100 years ago, bro. What has he done lately? I would have liked the Robert Garcia better for Ryan. Robert Garcia has, proven he has turned careers around, obviously with Maidana. I can't think of any other names if you want to think of any other, but, he has Bam Bam Rodriguez, obviously his brother Mikey. He led him to championships, multiple championships. He had a Virgil. I think that was a mistake by Virgil leaving Garcia. But yeah, Joe Goosen, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is Joe Goosen? Like, man, like, yeah, Ryan was just relying on that left hook. You know what? I can't really give Tank credit. I don't know if he beat Ryan or he beat Ryan by weight training him. So that I don't know. But I still think probably Tank would have probably won just because of, like I said, Ryan's not. He's just one dimensional in terms of his just throwing that left hook. Even though I just said right now that I don't know if he beat him by actually beating him or the weight train, but I still think he probably would have beat him. Yeah, I think Ryan needs to find a new trainer, bro. And in terms of the pay-per-view buys, bro, I think, honestly, I'm expecting good-ass numbers for these pay-per-view numbers to come in. Good-ass numbers. I know you like to talk about other sports, Nats, but there was actually UFC fighters who said themselves they do not watch boxing, but they had to tune in for this fight. So that's kind of already a given that everyone's tuned in. There was actually UFC fighters at the event. I don't know if you know who Colby Covington is. He's a UFC welterweight title contender or title challenger. He was at the event. He met with Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, everyone saw Conor McGregor there. If you go to YouTube, there's a lot of UFC fighters that are recording themselves watching the fight. So yeah, man, I'm expecting big numbers. I'm thinking at least 1 million, probably possibly even more. But yeah, man, I think this is good for the sport. And I think it lived up to the hype. And yeah, man.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. We're going to some other callers here. Remember the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1, one time to voice your opinion. This is the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can call in with Twitter Spaces or Discord. We got Oregon. Joe Ray, what up?
What it do? What it do, Ness?
How are you?
Hey, man, just just recapping what happened last night, and hey, it is what it is. Ryan he didn't look like he was on that level, man, and Tank is just one of them cats, man, that he was waiting for him. He was baiting them in, he was letting them follow him, and he was just waiting for that time. And Ryan, I mean, he's got to come back, man. I just remember like Victor Ortiz coming back from that Maidana, debacle, and he came back and went against Berto, the best in the at that time, and he took it to him because he heard so much, this and that, and I hope Ryan got a little dog in him after this and is able to come back. There's a lot of names out there, a lot of potential fights. I mean, him and Pitbull would be a great fight. I mean, I think that would be a nice, build up. And man, it's deep in the in the lightweight division. So I think he's just got to keep moving on, and hopefully he learns from this and becomes better. And yeah, that's all you can say, man. You can't deny nobody that gets in the ring, man. Everybody gets in there. He got in there with the Boogie Monster, man, and it was disappointing to a lot of people, but hey, man, if he's willing to get back on that grind, then he can get better. So that's all I gotta say, Nats. Hey, man, thanks for coming on today on a Sunday, and all the boxing heads gotta let loose, and give their opinion. But appreciate you, man, and you have a good rest of your weekend, brother.
Appreciate you calling in and rocking out with us, brother. There is no me without you guys. So thank you for calling, because people would get tired of just my opinion. So I appreciate everybody calling in and voice. Excuse me. I appreciate everybody calling in and voicing their opinion. We got a couple other callers to get to. Now is the time to press that one button if you're on Blog Talk. And the number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Looks like we got QB. What up?
Yo, Ness, man. That fight, man, we was all fooled, man. The hype was so phenomenal. The hype was crazy. When Ryan, man, the hype was, Ryan needs to get his fundamental. Yo, Ryan needs to get his boxing skills up. He don't know how to fight. His chin is all the way up. He ain't got no footwork. They knew all that. They knew that. They was calling it out, and Tank was literally laughing in his face and telling the truth about him. He knew he couldn't win, and I think what I'm saying, he gave up. That punch, yeah, he could have got up though. He could have got it. He just didn't want it. He knew he couldn't. He didn't want to get knocked out cold. That's my opinion. He didn't want to get knocked out. and he don't, and Tank don't want to fight Devin Haney anymore. Cause Mayweather telling him not to fight him. They gonna say, oh, they ain't got no followers and all that, but now the belts, they acting like they don't care about no belts now. Cause and boxing is for the belt. But Tank not the face of boxing, Canelo is. But he got a big following. But who they gonna keep following if he fighting nobody? He gonna have to fight the Devin Haney's and all these other Shakurs and all that. He's gonna have to, or it's gonna be bonkers for him, man. He's gonna have to fight them. They can say, oh, he getting the most money and all this stuff. He's trying to take the Mayweather route, man. He's not. They want to fight like the other people, man. I don't know, man. It's all good though, but that's my call, man.
All right, QB, we appreciate you. If we got anybody on Twitter Spaces, now is the time to request. If not, that is the wrap up. NestGTO, Instagram and Twitter. $ NestGTO on Cash App. If you want to show some love, don't forget the $ ThaBoxingvoice Cash App. Number 1, $ ThaBoxingvoice number 1. If you're on Blog Talk, you have to press 1 to get on the show. Better do it now before we wrap up. Catch us on the next one. We're going to be right here, same channel, until this matter is resolved. But like I said, you can catch us on Twitter Spaces. You can catch us on Discord. We'll be on iTunes, iHeart, all those magnificent places. So we're back here tomorrow, 6 a.m. and 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time as well. Tommy in Florida, what's up?
Going on, Ness? You got me?
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out TVB. Yeah, good fight. It was entertaining. If Tank ain't the face of boxing, like all of it, I don't know. It's kind of like a split to me when I talk about it. Tank bring them out. Tank get the stars out, and when the stars and other sports is talking about you, you know, multiple stars, multiple sports talking about you, promoting you and helping you out, you know, that means something. Now, I know people do that for Canelo as well, but, you know, I guess it's just me. I don't know. It just I don't know who does that. You know, the basketball players, football players, baseball players, a lot of MMA guys, they do the Tank. I see them do Tank. I see people here and there do Canelo, but not like I see do Tank. Tank get the more pay-per-view buys, which probably means more, but, you know, Tank get stars filling up arenas. And I know Canelo did how many ever, 50, 60, 70,000 with Billy Joe, but, you know, I don't know how much those tickets was. I don't know how many stars was there, you know, so it kind of split up to me with that. I mean, shit, I never seen, like, after they fought Triple G or Billy Joe or Caleb Plant showing up the Canelo fights, but you got everybody Tank done knocked out pretty much showing up at his fight because it just is what it is. They want to see what happened to them or something. I don't know. So, and, you know, people, you know, Ryan is who Ryan is. You know, he did what he did. He built his name up. He got his following up. He got the fight. He got paid. You know, saying Tank don't want to fight Devin because he said this is my moment. He ain't the first person to ever do that. And then to say he don't want to fight him because he said I'm gonna go back and talk with my team and make a game plan. You know, the top guys say that. Like, I don't really know the top guys that call out people they feel like are beneath them. It'd be the people who know they beneath somebody calling out the guy above them. So, you know, I don't see Canelo calling out nobody. He tried to get his fights and he pressed for his fights that he want. But, you know, but y'all take
King Rari, what up?
Nash, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I feel like just a brief review on the fights as we talking about it. Um, Ryan is hot garbage. I'm talking about when I tell you niggas is trash. Like nigga been doing all this fighting, all this training to go out there and fold up like a little hoe. So Tank don't get no brownie points from me with that. But now that Tank done did what we knew he was gonna do, May 20th, Devin gonna handle business, and then after that, I need Tank and Devin. Now if Tank can beat Devin, this shit, in my opinion, that nigga gotta be the greatest fighter ever. But he gotta show it to me because I'm a Devin fan. I feel like Devin gonna go ahead and get him the fuck up out of here, then we gonna go take over at 140. So I'm excited. Boxing looking real good right now. The dream finna put on May 20th, and we finna shut Loma out. I'm already knowing that, but we knocking on Tank though next for sure. And Tank, you don't get no points for beating up a strawberry shortcake ass nigga. Like we don't get no points for that. So everybody calling talking about IQ, all that bullshit, save it. That's my call.
Appreciate you calling in. We going out to the 480 Arizona. Who's this?
Yo, what's up, man? My name is Brandon. I'm in Phoenix.
Brandon, what's good with you?
Hey, man, I've been following you for a while, but it's my first time calling. I just want to say you got a great show. I really enjoy listening to you and Danny every day. You know what I'm saying? I drive for a living. Listening to you. You guys are like the Pat McAfee of this boxing shit, man. It's just saying you keep me hooked. You keep me through the work week. So I just want to say I really appreciate it. Just want to give like a quick review of what I seen last night for the fight. First of all, I thought it was fucking over when Tank came out to that Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? That shit got me hyped, man. Like anybody who's watching that fight, followers of Garcia, followers of Tank, they should have known what time it was when that boy came out to Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? I thought that shit was dope. And then what's up with Ryan Garcia coming out to this opera music shit? You know what I'm saying? He's coming out. He's pretending like he's praying and shit. It's like, come on, man. Like, this nigga's trying to kill you, bro. You coming out to this weak-ass shit. And you can even see Joe Guzan kind of looking at him. He even nudged him like, come on, let's walk. And so I just, right away, I felt like he was just unprepared for the situation that was about to unfold. And, he looked gun-shy after that first knockdown. I was honestly surprised that he got up after that first knockdown because Tank fucking clobbered the dude, bro. It was awesome. Like this shit reminded me of just watching Mayweather versus De La Hoya back in the day. Guy was just lost. You know what I'm saying? He was just boxing circles around him. Even Mayweather versus Canelo. Just I think that Tank could have just really beat the shit out of Ryan, but he just kind of held back. He gave him a little bit of respect because of the speed. But I do hope that Ryan Garcia can bounce back after this loss the same way Canelo did after he got his first loss. But, with all that said, I do think that Ryan Garcia, he's a class act, man. Completely professional. The man made zero excuses after the fight, shook hands like a man. I was really impressed with that. But he even admitted that he was inexperienced, so I was very impressed with that. But just in closing, my question for you is, what do you see next for Tank? Well, do you think he's ready for that Devin fight, and do you think that'll be the Super Bowl of the 135 division? Thank you.
I mean, the only thing I want is Devin Loma winner. I'll be fair and say Devin Loma winner. Big Balls Nino, what up? Big Balls.
Yo, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I just now tuned in. I ain't heard what nobody been saying. I just heard that last caller. But yeah, man. When he came out to that Chief Keef, that shit was definitely lit in our little party we had. Everybody was turned up when he came out to that. But I heard a couple people on Twitter saying that shit was rigged since Tank said he was gonna knock him out in the 7th. That's some bullshit, man.
I
He
mean,
just hit
Tank
him with a
said the
good shot.
8th, so I don't know. And if he changed his mind, that shows you that he wasn't sure. He
Yeah,
definitely
I know.
said the
I think
8th.
Yeah, because I think it was Brandon Marshall, if I'm not mistaken. I could have swore it was him. He told him the 7th. But that's what I put that on my Twitter, too. I said the 7th. But with the whole, I don't know if you peeped it, but on Ellie Page, he was talking to Calvin Ford after the fight. And these niggas, man, I fuck with Tank, but this whole energy they got after the fight, dog, I'm not fucking with it. These niggas is talking about Pit Bull again, bro. I don't even know why Calvin Ford even talking about that nigga, man. He's talking about they got some unfinished business and people want to see that again. Bro, nobody want to see that shit. He beat that boy with one hand. You feel me? They just trying to stall out Devin. You know what I'm saying? Because if Tank fight Pit Bull next, that mean Devin gonna have to wait for that shit, and then he gonna have to wait. You feel me? Like he finna fight now. That should be the next fight they be trying to make. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I really don't like the energy. You feel me? He should be trying to jump on this shit. He got the momentum. You feel me? Nobody want to see that shit, man. But I don't like that energy coming from Tank Team. You feel me? Everybody knew the knockout was coming, but we wanted it with no excuses. You feel me? Like where it wasn't no motherfucking where nobody could question it, like with the rehydration clause and shit like that. That's the only thing I wish didn't happen, where nobody could bring that shit up, but you got to. You know what I'm saying? Even Ryan said he wasn't trying to make no excuse, but he felt a little weak and shit. You feel me? You can't even be like, oh, he lying. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, he probably did. And that's the only thing about it. So, but like I said, man, we all knew Tank was gonna knock that boy out. But him and Calvin Ford, man, I'm not liking that energy after the fight, talking about Pitbull and shit. Leave that boy alone, man. Go after Devin. And they just trying to stall him out, like I said, and I don't like that shit, man. But that's all I got on this call. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. I'm gonna keep listening in.
All right, we're going out to VA Money, and if you're watching this on YouTube, here is that channel, Boxing Habit, showing you different variations of Ryan after different weights and his body and the way that his body looks. And, you know, look, a picture they say is worth 1,000 words, but they also say that a picture can be deceiving. But Ryan did look better in the picture of the Javier Fortuna fight and the Emmanuel To-Go fight, which I am sharing here on youtube.com/A Boxing Voice. VA Money, what up?
What's going on? I just want to say that, yeah, this fight actually went exactly how I thought it was going to go. I didn't think that Ryan was going to show up and be physically the same fighter that he has been in previous fights. A lot of people like to ignore certain factors. You know, when I start talking about certain things, you like to cut me off and ask irrelevant questions to, I guess, deflect or whatever like that, which is fine. But we have to have a serious conversation about why fighters show up in the ring looking completely different than how they usually look. But we'll have that conversation later. Like I said, hey, you know, great job to Tank. The last caller talked about the energy that Tank had after the fight. You know, we can give him a month or two to really show us what's going on, because he doesn't have to say Haney right after the fight. He doesn't have to do that. But let's give him some time to, you know, decisively say, hey, this is what I'm going to do next. If it's Pitbull Cruz and Pitbull Cruz hasn't beat a top 5 guy to get that fight, then you know what it is. You know what I mean? This is what I've been talking about for months now. This guy, Tank, is not trying to do any of the things that as fight fans we want him to do. And for him to get support from guys who claim to be boxing fans, if there's any Tank fans after he fights Pitbull Cruz next, then we have to call you out. We have to stop calling Tank out. We have to start calling you out. What the fuck are you doing here? This is not even, like, if we say we're a platform for boxing fans, you are not a boxing fan. You're not even a Tank fan. You're a race fan. You just want to see a black guy win, which is fine. I do too. But we have to, like, I want to see Tank fight the top guys. That's it. I don't want to see nothing else. All this talk about whatever the fuck, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what's going on. Shakur or Haney next. That's it. I'm like, this shit is killing me, man. It's killing me that he's so popular, so famous, and so beloved for doing absolutely nothing. That's killing me.
I mean, he just beat
if you don't have
Ryan.
to do anything, and like I said, if you don't have to do anything, what's the incentive for the next fighter coming up to do anything? When Boots beats whoever for the vacant belt after Spence and them are gone, what's the incentive for Boots to do anything? What's the incentive? There is none. He can sit there and fight fucking whoever the fuck. You know, the guy from Ukraine, he can rematch him 1,000 times. You know what I mean? This shit is crazy, man. That's all I got, man.
All right. That definitely is everyone. This is the wrap up. Catch us tomorrow, 6 a.m. right here. Same YouTube channel until we fix our issues. And also, yeah, same schedule. Peace.